What is cracking, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. It's currently Wednesday the 23rd of June and the heat wave is upon us, people. Interestingly, I was listening to a Met Office seminar earlier this week and they were saying that average temperatures by 2056 are going to be 46 degrees in Wales, which I'm here for, people. Love a bit of sunshine, don't get me wrong, even though the infrastructure in the United Kingdom is pretty poor. By that point, hopefully, everyone will have AC and be able to do the do, peeps. But yeah, we're heading in for legs at the moment. A really busy end to last week with being in London, but solidified the routine as soon as we got back. I was feeling particularly shagged after, you know, early starts, late finishes all week. Sleep being absolutely in the bin. I was averaging around about 4.5 to 5 hours sleep last week, and my body was starting to kick back a little bit. The first thing that I've noticed when I am burning the candle at both ends is that my digestion is the first thing to tank, and on Monday I was feeling really knackered, so and my digestion was in the bin. So what I decided to do on Monday and Tuesday was just run a slight devolumed session for both push and pull, so not working to mechanical failure, because the last thing I want to do is bury myself now ahead of a very busy end to the week. So on Thursday, tomorrow, I'm heading up to Derby with Tommy, my coach, for his PCA first timer show. So this video is going to definitely run over a couple of days and it'll just document Tommy's journey. Yeah, super excited to be heading up to the north, or to the middle to the Midlands, just above Birmingham, to yeah, watch him performing his first timer show. Tommy's somebody who's been in my corner for the last 4 years, and it's really amazing to have the opportunity to spend a little bit of time with him and play coach to him over the coming days now. So we'll be running through that journey up to Derby and yeah, just documenting some of the process of him stepping on the stage for the first time. You know, Tommy's somebody who's walked the walk for the last, 6-7 years in terms of the lifestyle choices that he's been making to get to this point. I think we often perceive, you know, people's physiques on social media as a culmination of a short period of time, but actually Tommy's been working at a very high level for a very long time now, and the package that he's bringing to the show on Saturday is very good. So really excited to watch him compete on Saturday. But just in for legs now, just pulling up to the gym, training with Tom and Ricky this morning, and then the rest of the day is looking pretty breezy. I've got a PhD supervision with my supervisors at 9:30 in Swansea, and then we're going to be heading back. We've got all of the squad checking in slightly earlier today because I'm going to be travelling tomorrow. Friday is actually my birthday, but it's going to be a really chilled one up in Derby. And then yeah, we'll go from there. So have a great day, people. I'll probably run you through some form clips from legs, talk you through that, and then the next time I'll catch up with you is going to be up in Derby. So have a good day, enjoy the sunshine, bye bye. I said that I wasn't going to be full sending it when it came to legs. Well, I had a change of heart after a MV pre-workout. For anybody who knows, they know, then it gets you firing on all cylinders. And yeah, with this form clip, when it comes to the pendulum squat, it's one of those that you really have to lock in. I always tell clients that you know, the importance of staying in the set, and this is one of those sets, right? So controlling the eccentric the way down, making sure that the hamstrings touch the calves, a slight pause at the bottom end there, and really driving out of the bottom. You'll notice that as this set goes on, I build up the intensity as well. I start slowing down the pace even more. The first few reps, I always find that, you know, it's just getting into the rhythm, and then the tail end of the set is where the business happens for me. So, you know, taking things to mechanical failure. Where is mechanical failure? Where does it live? Well, it lives when you fail. And this last repetition here for me, so going in nice and slowly, really pushing it, and then I managed to squeak out another one. The internal voice was saying, don't go for the next one, don't go for the next one. But I thought, no, fuck you, let's go for it. And as you can see, we got there. So switch off the noise, get into it. It's cracking, party people, we're back. It is Thursday the 25th of June and we're in a hire car. Big shout out to Jordan, my friend. We're again over at one of the rental companies, so we're in a beast of a car. So it's nice and comfortable. It's a fucking warm day today, let me tell you. I think it's set to be around about 33 by midday, so we'll be up there by then, hopefully, or just thereafter. The plan of action today is to train a pump session. It's Tommy's last session before he goes to stage. We're currently en route to pick Tommy, and his partner all are up now. Yeah, plan of action is to head up to Ultraflex. Gonna drop all her off. She's got a block of work to do. And then, yeah, go to Ultraflex, get a pump session in. Normally it's a non-training day for me today, so it's just going to be a bit of fun. Train some arms, nothing too strenuous. Tomorrow then is going to be a non-training day for Tommy. But it's my birthday, and what do we do on our birthdays, people? We get a pump on. That's what we do. So tomorrow I'll be training solo, again at Ultraflex. And then, yeah, Saturday's the big day, so it's going to be a lot of chilling over the coming days now. You know, for Tommy, it's all about just getting into a nice parasympathetic state, nice and chill. We don't want any stress, we don't want any drama. We want to be nice and full, getting onto stage and full sending it. He sent me some visuals this morning and he's looking fucking mad. So yeah, really excited now to talk you through the coming days. But yeah, nice breezy day today now. So I will catch up with you very shortly, people. Have a good day in the sun. Stay hydrated. Peace. We've landed Ultraflex Derby. We're coming for you. 4 hours, 15-minute drive. Nice to stretch the pins. Let's get into it. Cracking YouTube, we're back. It's June the 26th. It's my birthday, 39 years old. Whoever said life is over at 30, they're lying. And nobody's actually said that. I just made that up completely. Life begins at 40 is what they say, isn't it? Not life is over at 30. Fucking hell's bells. Anyway, it's been a really nice, relaxed morning. Last night, had a little bit of an off-plan meal. So chicken tikka and rice, which was pretty much on plan. There was less chicken in that than I'd have normally, so weight was a little bit down this morning. But anyway, we move. I'm heading over to Ultraflex for a solo session today, so Tommy's competing tomorrow. So it was his last session yesterday, and it really marks a significant moment, you know, in a prep when you've done all of the work. You know, in peak week when the cardio gets taken out and it's just about filling up glycogen storage, then you know the job is done. And I tried to put myself in his position this morning. You know, obviously there's going to be nerves, there's going to be anticipation ahead of tomorrow, but really now it's just about relaxing, knowing that the work that you've put in, you couldn't have done any more than what you've done. And like I said to Tommy this morning, he's been working and grafting now for years on years on years, aligning actions with goals, and this is the culmination of it. You can't get in your head about who else is going to show up. You can't get in your head about all of the other things that are external to yourself. You just have to know in your heart of hearts that you've done everything that you possibly could to bring the best package that you can, and he's 100% done that. I mean, he looks fucking absolutely nuts. Sharp, crisp through the obliques. His back is looking ridiculous, full as a bull, and yeah, I'm really excited for him now to grace the stage with his presence tomorrow. It's going to be a really emotional day, probably. You know, when you're building up to something for such a long time, then you can put a lot of pressure on yourself, but the key thing to remember is just to relax, to do the do, and keep moving forward. So that's exactly what's going to happen. So I'm going to film some sets over in Ultraflex. I'll talk you through them today. Of course, working out of a different gym. Can be a challenge because you're not used to the kit and the setup, but the body doesn't know the difference between the kit differences. All it knows is working with intensity and towards mechanical failure. So that's exactly what we're going to do this morning. Let's get it, people. So up first, we've got the ab crunch machine. This is a slightly different ab crunch machine to what I'm used to, but the premise is exactly the same. So what I'm focusing on here is exhaling as much breath as possible when I'm in this contracted position. And when I'm in that contracted position, what I'm thinking of there is really the mind-muscle connection. So really breathing out, exhaling and contracting down on the abs as much as possible. So yeah, building up the numbers slowly but surely on this machine, but this is why we're prioritizing it at the start of a session instead, because of systemic fatigue that is built up from a session. So this is good bit of kit. Managed to get a decent amount of repetitions out of it, so very pleased with how the session got off to a kick-in start. And then next up, we've got the prime tricep pushdown, and this for me was a little bit uncomfortable. I felt it a little bit too much in the front delt and the rear delt as opposed to in the tricep. So I think it's down to my seating position, but I think this is a key reason why to send phone clips to your coach or to review them yourself, is because in the moment, you might feel like you've got the right position, but actually it's only when you review it back that you realize that you can adapt and change things just a little bit more. So I think I needed to really plant myself underneath this pad, so get the quads firmly underneath it, so my arse isn't lifting out of the seat, because that's when the rear delt is becoming a little bit more engaged. But solid set nonetheless. And we're into the tricep overhead extension. So again, I'm thinking about keeping my spine nice and neutral within this movement, anchoring my body. So really thinking about my feet position here, and the elbows not moving at all. What you notice is I tell my clients, imagine a bolt running through your elbows and they don't move at all. You get a really good stretch on the lengthened range of this motion. So this is why we mix it up between a push down and an overhead tricep extension as well. And next up, we've got a piece of Strive equipment. Not too dissimilar from a hammer strength piece of kit. What I'm thinking about here is elevating my chest throughout this whole range of the motion. What you'll notice is that the front delt wants to become part of the party, but it's really important to isolate the delt out of the equation completely and really drive as much force in the shortened and lengthened range here. So yeah, really solid piece of kit, this one. Very much enjoyed it. Actually trained it with Tommy on the pump workout that we did the previous day, so my chest is already feeling a little bit fried. But yeah, pausing in that lengthened range and really thinking about tempo, driving force, thinking about the relationship between my wrist and my elbow in this movement as well. What I often see with clients is that their wrist and elbows don't align with each other, which just puts too much tension through the wrist itself. But yeah, solid bit of kit this. We'll definitely try again in the future. Up next, we've got the beautiful pec deck. Stretching, lengthening, pausing, contracting. That's what this whole movement is about. And as you can see, I'm pulling my chest upwards. I'm imagining a piece of string just pulling my chest upwards in this movement. That just helps to keep the shoulders depressed backwards and really placing tension through the pectoral muscle, as opposed to on those pesky delts once again. So yeah, what I often see people doing when it comes to the pec deck is starting to curve their spine. And as I say to everyone, where the head goes, the body travels with it, right? So we want to make sure that the head is backwards whilst we're performing this exercise. What I tend to do is I just keep an isolated, I keep my eyesight isolated on a particular thing which is slightly above the horizon, which just enables me to keep that chest upward for the whole of the duration of performing that exercise. Then we are in to the nitro press. Again, roll the shoulders back before you even start pressing here. What I tend to see is people sit down, they're already hunched over ever so slightly, and then they start pushing. But what that does is bring this pesky little bugger into the equation. So I purposefully roll the shoulders back, elevate the chest as much as possible, and then I'm thinking about lengthening and stretching that pectoral fibers across the chest when I'm performing this exercise. So elbows in relationship to wrists, once again I'm thinking about driving as much force through the elbow, and that can't happen when you're at a shonky angle, so making sure that they come down in a nice straight line when you're performing that exercise. But this is something that I definitely need to contract a little bit more in that shortened range of the motion, but still a very decent set nonetheless. And it's good to confirm the delts did not join the party. So never used this bit of kit before, but boy oh boy was it good, smooth as butter. What you'll notice is that instead of holding on to the grip with my hands, I'm actually just using the top of my wrist to leverage that lever instead, which enables me to drive a little bit more force through the delt. I did try it with the hands first and foremost, but it just didn't feel very good. That rotator cuff for me has been a problem for a long time, so anything to alleviate that pressure and still drive as much force through the delts as possible is where it's at, people. So we've just dropped Tommy off to get his first layer of tan, and this guy has made a boo-boo. So I've come up here to watch Tommy compete tomorrow, and I assumed, and you should never ever assume anything in life, right, that I'd be able to get a ticket tomorrow morning, but just looked online and the event is sold out. Fucking numpty. Hey, these things happen. Namaste. So what's the plan of action for the morning? Blag it, I suppose. That's one way of going about it. I think he's competing in the afternoon, so I'm hopeful that the earlier divisions in the day will come and go, and then I'll be able to slip in the old doggy door. Oh Jesus, Jones, man! This is what happens, you see, when I can't even make any excuses. It's my own fault. I was going to make some elaborate excuse there about being so busy and, you know, fuck's sake. It's my own fault. I'll own it. But I will get in to that show. Come join me, watch me break into a PCA show. See you soon. What's happening, gang? And we are inside. Don't ask, don't tell. Everything is running smoothly thus far. Tommy's in a good headspace. He's looking absolutely wham. So he's off for a second coat of tan now, and then it's about chilling out, having some meals ahead of his registration, which I think is roughly around about 2 o'clock. We're expecting him to be on stage around about 4 o'clock. It's quite late in the day, so anticipation is building, but he's looking absolutely wild, so can't wait now to get into it. Let's go.
90 minutes and 60, yeah. We're going to do just after me, yeah. When we get backstage, we'll sit, chill, get set back. Yes, I can.
Step any side. 127, Tommy.
Come on, Tommy! Let's go! Here we go! Come on! Come on, Tommy! Yes, Tommy! So it was 4th place for Tommy today in an absolutely stacked lineup. 10 people competing in his category, and yeah, not today, but we go again next week. Exciting times. The man should be incredibly proud of himself. I know I am. Now it's time to tuck into some cookies, have some downtime, and recover my voice because it's been blasted. Woof, what a day.
two before. I've picked the winners.
Every time, no, the last two days.
When you
Rookie is going down.
Unbelievable teams.
Cheers, pal. And we're back at the Airbnb after a very, very busy day. It's been, it's been absolutely incredible to be up here for the duration. To be in Tommy's corner, as I said earlier, you know, he's somebody who's been with me every step of the way on my own physique journey, so it's really nice to pay it back a little bit. And you know, Tommy coming fourth out of 10 is a real achievement, considering that class was absolutely stacked. So he should be incredibly proud of himself, and we keep on striving forward. So we're going to wrap this episode up here. We're heading over to Ultraflex in the morning prior to heading out onto the road. So yeah, I will see you guys down the road. Peace out.